fellow adventurers. How's everybody doing today? Um, ooh, nice picture to change there. Okay, to give you a recap, both of our characters, Sissy and Zybot, have made their ways to the palace grounds, and they are currently right here at the entrance to the palace. Zoom in a bit. Okay, so they're both ready to head into the palace, and we're going to start round 60 with them going in. Okay, Kingdom News. Someone has picked up the valet as is no longer available. The guild has received a new valet. That usually happens after someone picks one up. No, Puzzle Master too. Both of them ended up in the guild. Okay, Zybot the Scaly has been studying their surroundings closely for hidden clues, traps, and treasures, resulting in a point of skill. Good to get that extra point of skill before going into the palace. Sissy has received a hit point of natural healing. She now has a total hit points of 29, and she's up first. And before she heads into the palace, she's going to attempt to cast a spell. She's going to attempt to cast an invisibility spell. Play spell. Info. There we go. Cast any time except in combat, and you will cover your party with a soundproof cloak of invisibility for D4 plus 1 turns. During this time, any living being will be completely unaware of your presence. You have access to whatever a creature is protecting, and you may encounter a living being only if you wish. This is important because if you're in the palace and you're in a single hallway and there's a creature in front of you, you can't pass through it. You have to deal with the creature. However, she can't. She can sneak by the creature, and the creature will not even know she's there. You may not take things from or encounter other players, nor engage in combat, and you still must encounter non-living events normally. So she's going to attempt to try to cast a spell, and she has a cast rate of 70%. I don't think she has anything else that helps with that. Dexterous, no. Dragon Killer, no. No magical items. Nope, that's it. So she has a 70% chance. 11%, no problem. So she's going to roll D4 plus 1 turns. 4 plus 1, 5. For 5 rounds, she will be invisible. So she's going to mark that on her tracker. Invisible. For 5 rounds. Okay. And she's going to go ahead and head into the palace. Leap to palace entrance. Open up the palace map. There she is at the top left. And she's going to roll a d6. Movement in the palace is d6. Let's see, does she have any extra MP? In the palace, yes, she does. You have MP plus 1 right here. You can't add any other movement bonuses in the palace except that plus 1. So she has 7 movement points, or she can add 1 to her die roll. So she rolls a d6. 2, 3. So she has 3 movement points. 1, 2, 3. She might as well head to the first door she's coming to. So 1, 2, 3. She didn't have enough to get into the room, but so she'll just go ahead and make an event check. If you stop in a hallway in the palace, you have to roll a d8. If you roll a 1, you have an event. She rolled a 4, so no event. Okay, now we can open up her tracker. Okay, and that would be her first turn of use on the invisibility spell, and we'll zip over to Zybot. He will head into the palace, leap to House entrance. Okay. I don't believe he has that +1 advantage. No, he does not. But he's not going to do very good at lock picking. Probably do much better at smashing because he's a powerful creature and he doesn't need a weapon to smash locks. That's one of his traits. He's going to go ahead and add a point to his power. That will increase his smash lock to 24. His pick lock is 28. So yeah, he's going to have a hard time in there. But he does have the palace map. That's going to be handy. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and roll a d6 for movement and 5 movement points. Well, he doesn't want to follow her around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's going to, before he checks for an event, let me take a look. He has a palace map. Let's take a look at the notes on that. This map will be of great help in finding your way around while touring Laurica's palace. +1 MP, he does have +1 movement point in the palace. Okay, because of the palace map. That makes sense. Stop outside the door of an unknown room and you may reveal it before deciding whether you wish to enter the room or not. I'm going to add a note onto that card that if you have the MP to enter the room, you may look at the room. In this case, he does because he has extra point. Cat 20 cat percentage is +25 as unknown catacomb doorways may be shown on the map. Okay, so he's going to take a look at this room before he enters it or tries to enter it. And this room is, I believe that's the storeroom. Yes. It shows no events, so yes, he wants to get into that room. And he has a 28% chance to pick the lock. So he's going to try that. He did not pick the lock, so he's going to have to stop in the hallway and check, roll a d8 for an event check, and no event. And we move on to round 61. Okay, Sissy's received a hit point of natural healing for a total hit points of 30. Okay, so we go back to her, and she is going to enter this room. And the room is the swimming pool with one event. Okay, let's pull this aside so we can see what the swimming pool looks like. Not much of a swimming pool. This used to be a luxurious swimming area. After Laurica's young niece drowned here, she had it filled with sand and sealed the doors. Apparently somebody left one of the doors open. Okay, so she's going to step in. Keep in mind that she is invisible, so she's going to have one event, but if it's something she doesn't want to encounter, a living being she doesn't want to encounter, she doesn't have to. So, one event, EV. Oh, I forgot to switch sides. Sun. There we go. EV. Giant porcupine. She's going to ignore it. Okay. So she can ignore it so that she can go ahead and sneak a peek at the relic without the porcupine even knowing she's in the room. Now, since normally when you play online with a number of players, you can peek at the relic and nobody will know what it is. Obviously, since I'm playing 2 characters, every relic that's revealed will both the characters will obviously know. Not a particularly realistic way to play the game, but that's the way we're going to have to do it in this tutorial. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and peek and look in the spell book, and it's Graham's hammer. What does she need? She's looking, how about that? She found that in the first room. That is amazing. So that's her item. So she's going to send it to inventory, and she's already got a relic, and she's ready to go back to Xerox. That is just absolutely amazing for that to happen. Okay, so then we're going to go to Pegasus. And he's going to roll a d6 for movement. 2. Well, let's see. He's going to go ahead and try to open this lock again. Okay, so he's going to go with the pick lock for 28%. Go ahead and pick the lock. All right, so since he can't open the door and he has to move, so he's going to move 2 movement points. He's going to go 1, 2, and stop outside this door. He rolled a 2, yeah, 2. Okay, so round 62. Okay, Evil Incarnate has been spotted as moving to the catacombs. Sissy has received a hit point of natural healing for a total hit point of 31. And Zybot's up first. He'll roll a d6 for movement, and he has 5 movement points. Okay. Well, let's see. He's going to go ahead and use the palace map to see what this room is. Private zoo. That's not a good room. There is a creature in there, so he might wait on that one until he needs to go in there. So he's going to go ahead and go 1 and see what this room is. Servant's chamber, so no events. He's going to try to pick the lock on that door. So that's 28%. Wait a minute. I think he now has 10 experience points. He does. So he's going to increase his skill to get his lock picking ability up. And that raises it to 32. Okay. 39. Not quite. So it's going to roll a d8. And he does not have an event. And Sun. Well, Sun has no reason to stay in the palace. She's out of here. Didn't find a catacomb doorway, but we haven't been in there long enough to find one. So she's just going to boogie on out. She's d6. 6 plus 1 is 7. Well, she doesn't need that many. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we didn't deduct 1 for her visibility spell last time. Yeah, she really didn't need to have much use of that spell. Okay, so anyway, she's here at the entrance. She's going to pop back to the palace grounds. Palace grounds. There we go. And next round. Okay, the Bringen Island Bridge has been destroyed by the Bugo tribe. All right. Sissy's received a hit point natural healing for a total hit points of 32. And Sissy had a profoundly spiritual dream, adding a point of psychic. Well, good for her. And it's her turn first. So she is open her tracker and keep it handy. Not that being invisible now is going to have any bearing on her movement at all. So she's going to go back a space. She's retreating now. She will deduct this for a point. And then we'll go to Pegasus. And he will roll a d6 for movement. 5. Well, he'll try to pick this lock first. 34%. Is that what it was? Let's see. 32%. Okay. He did not. Okay. 1. Might as well give it a try. 32% to get in this room. Nope. So 1, 2, 3. And he's going to try to get into this room. He's not able to get into these rooms. Okay. D8. See if he has an event. He does not. On 64. Evil Incarnate has been spotted as moving to the Breen coastal area. Sissy has received a hit point of natural healing. She's up to 33. Sissy's been practicing their physical combat techniques, resulting in a point of power, which she's building up a lot of attributes all of a sudden. And it's his turn first. Well, he's going to roll d6. 3. Okay, well, he'll try to get in here first, 32%. It's 1 and 3. He should be able to get in here sooner or later. There, he got it. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and send that lock to his inventory. and enter the room. There's no event there. So the storeroom, most of what you see here in the storeroom isn't of any value to you, but you must search the room to find the relic. You may search once per turn until you find the relic or leave. To search, roll 2d6. You may add or subtract 1 for every 6 points of skill and an assisting companion. Okay, so his skill is 8, so he can add 1 for every 6. So he can add or subtract 1 for the skill. As far as assisting companions, I believe he still has his position. Yep, and he's an assisting companion, so he can add or subtract 2 points from his roll. This should be result in something here. 2d6. 8. So that'd be 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. 6, you find a lot of useless crap. That's 6, 7, and 8. 9, you find D4 gold. And 10, you find a non-living collectible and the relic. That's the one he wants. Okay, so he's going to get a non-living collectible. Non-living collectible. This would be obviously a non-living indoors collectible. They found a suit of ring mail. Does he even need that? I think he's got ring mail or something similar. Oh, he's got leather armor. Oh, sure, he'll drop the leather armor. Disown. And he will accept the ring mail and inventory. Okay, and he gets to look at the relic. So he will peek at the relic, and that is Mister's dagger. Okay, now normally in a game, since that isn't the relic you want, you would want to make a note of this so you don't end up searching the same room again. So to keep track of your notes, as Mister's dagger. Okay, keep track of your notes. You would go to your palace notes icon here. You say this palace room is the storeroom. And what I found there was Mister's dagger. Okay, and we move on to Sun. And she will simply back up a space, remove an option or tracker, and we'll go on to round 65. Sissy's received a hit point of natural healing for a total of 34, and the Zybot, the skate, has been working out, and they've received a point of power. Okay, that might increase your smash locks a bit. Okay, so who's first? Zybot. Okay, is it still his? No, we switched. Okay, so Pegasus rolls a d6 for movement. 5. Okay. He's going to use his palace map to see what this room is supposed to be, and it looks like it is the kitchen. It is the kitchen. Okay, has one event. He will go ahead and enter the kitchen and draw the event. A dead salesman. This long-dead salesman's obsession with making the ultimate deal was more powerful than life itself, and he can't stop to rest without passing along his knowledge of good salesmanship. If your social is greater than 6, he finds you a worthy negotiator and grants you a wish. I don't think his psychic's greater than, his social is greater than 6. No, it's only 5. So he's not going to be able to get a wish from the dead salesman. So we'll just leave him there, and then we'll see what the kitchen has to say. You've discovered the palace kitchen, and the aroma filling this room smells absolutely divine. Eat some food if you like by rolling a d6. Down here on the bottom it says, whether you eat or not, the relic is sitting right beside the fire pit. So he can go ahead and peek at the relic. And it's Sarah's puzzle. That doesn't help him, so we return that to the palace. Oh, we forgot to return that to the palace too. Went to the right place. Good. Let's see. So this is the kitchen. And Sarah's puzzle. Okay. Well, he's fully healed and he has the position, so poison is really bothering him. So he's going to go ahead and sample some of the food bubbling in this crucible over here, rolling a d6. 3. Very tasty. Compliments to the chef. Okay. And moving on to the sun. And Sissy's going to backtrack one space, and her invisibility spell now fades away. So she is visible. 66. Sissy's received a net hit point of natural healing for a total of 35. The Sun Clan decided Sissy needed a few bucks, deposited $123 into her account, and she gets to go first. So she's going to step into the healing pond. And does she need any more healing? Nope, she's just happened to get completely healed before she stepped in there. Okay, so moving on to Zybot. Roll a d6 for movement. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's going to do that. Now he has locks. He could lock doors if he wants to, but there's only one other player in the game, and she's left, so locking doors doesn't do him any good. He doesn't have enough movement points to enter this. Oh, he has that +1 because of the map, so he does have enough to get into this room. So he's going to see what the room is before he enters it. The blacksmith. Oh, absolutely, he'll go in there. Okay, you'll notice there's no event marker down here, so you have to draw an event. The blacksmith. He says you met a handsome but somewhat obnoxious cantankerous fellow who looks like he'd rather be anywhere else but here, repairing a dagger. You may buy and sell weapons or armor from the blacksmith by opening the blacksmith merchant window. However, here in the palace, he's a bit pricey. He'll gladly show you the relic for free, though, as he doesn't even know what it is and frankly doesn't give a damn. Okay, so he's in the blacksmith's, huh? Well, let's see what we've got here. You see the ring mail. He has nothing to sell the blacksmith. Does the blacksmith have any? And he's fully equipped. So is there anything that he could trade here? The metal helmet for the leather helmet. And the metal helmet is what? 10%, and the full helmet is 15%. Okay. As far as weapons, he still doesn't want a weapon because he's +3 without a weapon, and he doesn't want to ruin that. So he's not concerned with a longsword or a mace. He is going to get the full helmet though, so he's going to sell the leather helmet. So he'll send that to token. I'll take the full helmet, send that to token. Okay. The leather helmet, $25. That's not a very expensive helmet. But anyway, let's see. $25 is the sell back price. And he has a ticker of 25. So ticker, sell, 5, and 25. And the blacksmith will give him $19 for it. Okay, sure, he'll take $19. Okay, so we can right click and sell, give to merchant, and then he's going to purchase the full metal, which is 110. Ticker, this is a buy, 25, 110, and he wants 132. Yeah, sure. Claim ownership, send to inventory. Well, not only does he have a natural armor rating of 20% for being an insect, he's now got all this other armor. He's got ring mail and he's got this full helmet now. So he is very well protected. Plus fierce fighter, he gets to roll twice in combat. He's become an extremely formidable physical combatant. Not so much on the psychic, but that's not his forte. He's just going to try to avoid all that. Okay, and He gets to look at the relic because Blacksmith doesn't care about it. And the relic is Carbel's rune. That's not what he's looking for either. Blacksmith. Carbel's rune. Okay. And moving on to round 67. Sissy's been on a special diet, boosting her power by a point. My goodness, she's getting all kinds of points here and there. All right, speaking of, oops, wrong character. Okay. Son, there we go. Okay, 9 and 7 is 16. What benefits does that give her now? 16, she has greater than 15. She can now rock hop across the waterway, so that's a good deal. So she wants to get to the nearest dock and start rock hopping. And she knows exactly where she needs to go to do that. Okay, she can also leap over the green walls. So she's in good shape. She can travel quickly here. Okay, let me get to, so let's see, from here she can go, what's the weather conditions like? Mild. Okay, she has 7 movement points. Now she could go here and then leap right down the wall, or like back at the pool of chance if she wants. But leaping here is not the right place that she wants to do. What she wants to do is go down here and then leap over this wall, because then she can get to this dock here very quickly. Okay, the other way, yeah, it's going to be a while for you going to get to a dock. You would have to go all the way back down here and around. So, yeah, so she's heading for this dock. Once she gets to the dock, she can start hopping across these rocks. So she's going to go 4, 5, 6. Well, no, this is interesting too. It's a cavern. Before we deal with the cavern, let's go ahead and take care of the event. In this case, she has her relics. So she would use that button. She found a vault. Well, what's in the vault? You found a vault embedded in a brick wall with an extremely elaborate lock. Fine percentage to open it. If you fail, you've activated a lock trap that takes away a skill point. Ooh. If successful, it's empty. As you walk away disappointed, you are suddenly granted a wish. Now that's something there. Each character may only open the vault once. Skill point. How much skill does she have? Not much. But she can add it back. She's almost got 3 attribute points coming. So she's going to go ahead and try it. So it's a fine percent. Matter of fact, she's going to go ahead and add these 2 skill to increase that fine percent. It's 35. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, she doesn't have the puzzle master anymore. Nothing else that's going to help her find. Okay, so she's going to increase skill by 1. And she's going to do it again. This will increase up to 45. Okay, that's almost 50-50. She likes those odds better. So she's going to try to find the vault. She did not. So she loses a skill point. I don't think she has any ability to roll skill twice, does she? She has the dexterous, which is swift times twice, and the dragon killer, which helps in combat, but no, nothing else. Okay. So it didn't work out so well, but she is taking a look at these caverns now. Okay, let's see. Do you have the skill to negotiate this maze of caverns and tunnels successfully? On your next turn, make a skill times 5% roll if you wish to enter the caverns. If you pass, you emerge in the cavern location in the other region. Where is the cavern location of the other region? Right here by the dock. That might be worthwhile. Okay. If your roll is less than or equal to half of what you needed to pass, you emerge from the other cavern a random coastal location, or a random inland location. Your choice. Interesting. If you fail and you lose, you're lost for one turn, and then you emerge in a random green location. Well, you can't get any further away from the coast than where she is now. So, our next turn, she's going to go ahead and tag herself with a reminder tag, and she is going to head into the caverns on the next turn. Okay, and Zybot, Pegasus, and D6 movement. 4. 1, 2, 3. If you can get this, well, he's going to see if he can open the lock. Does he have any way of increasing it? Let's see, 32%, 27, 32% pick lock. He'll try to pick the lock. 35, he did not. Okay. Well, then he's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And roll a D8. See if he has an event. He does. He found a catacomb doorway. Known by Pegasus. That puts a shield on it, shows that he is. So he has another way out. Once he finds his relic. So that might give him an advantage to try to get ahead of the ferry. Okay, so a new round, 68. Sissies are practicing their social skills, increasing their social by point. And Pegasus goes first. He rolls a D6, 4. So 1, 2. He's going to see what the room is before he enters it because of his palace map. It's a dungeon with only one event. He'll go in. Poor guys, and they left him there behind. Okay, so one event. Oh, he met an evil king. That's not good. Or, I don't know. Is he? I thought he was converted to evil. Was he converted to evil? He was. He is evil as well. Maybe the evil king will like that. Even in death, the king attempts to destroy and convert all that is not evil. If you're evil, he blesses you with +2 to hit and damage for D6 turns. How about that? Okay. Okay, so that's it. Everything else applies to good neutral players. So he gets D6 turns. He has +2 to hit and damage. Okay, so we'll open his tracker. +2 to hit and damage. For D6 turns. 2 turns. Well, better than nothing. Okay. And that's his event. So now he can encounter the room. With the rot, the smell, and the drainage issues, no one comes down here to the dungeon anymore. Apparently, someone forgot to let a prisoner loose when they abandoned the place. Poor sap. Okay, so he's going to look at the relic. Oops. It is Prise stick. That is not what he's looking for. Return to the palace. Return this one. Okay. So, dungeon. Prise stick. Also, since he has this open, he's going to go ahead and mark the swimming pool and Cram's hammer. That's where her item was, so he doesn't have to. He just has it in his notes. Okay. Okay, that takes care of that. And moving on to Sun. Okay, she's going to walk into the cavern. So skill times 5. 6 times 5 is 30%. 79%. Well, if you fail, you're lost for one turn, and then you emerge in a random green location. Okay, so I'll just leave the reminder tag on her to lose a turn and then move to a random location. Okay, round 69. The Thurgis has received new flying dust. That is a huge item. one of the best items in the game. It's also one of the most expensive items in the game. I think it costs a nice, measly little $5,000. Okay, so Sun goes first. All right, she loses one turn. Moving on to Zybot. He rolls a d6. 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. He's going to try to pick this lock. %. He did not. Okay, so he rolled a 4. So he's going to go, he can't get out that door. 1, 2, 3, 4. And roll a d8. An event check. And he's fine. Round 70. No news. He goes first. He's going to roll a d6. Plus 1 for his map. 1 plus, that's 2. Well, that doesn't help much. 1, 2. And d8 event check. He has an event. He found Xerox's pass. My. This is a big one. Xerox's pass. Give this pass to the Guardian when traveling from the Mariah Lowlands to the Mariah Midlands, and he will let you pass. All the passes will do that. But this one also, hand it to any creature except a beast in the mystic realm, and they will be compelled to let you pass. That is huge. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and keep this Xerox pass. Passes do not count towards capacity limits. So he can carry it even if he's got full inventory. You can only have one pass, though, so he's going to go ahead and toss his green pass, trash it, and that's Xerox's pass. Okay, and moving on to Sun. Okay, Sun has now found her way out of the caverns. She just doesn't know where. So she's found her exit somewhere on Breen Island. Breen Island location. BC 17. Okay. 21, 19, looks like it's going to be 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. The stone bridge. She found herself coming out of the stone bridge. All right. No events. Okay, and 71. Oh, lots of news. The guild should seat a new wood nymph. Evil Incarnates and Spot is moving to the Mariah Lowlands. By sticking to a regimented diet, Sissy has increased their HP max to 40. Zybot the Skater has been practicing his social skills, increasing his social by a point. And looks like she gets to go first. Okay, she's up. What are the conditions? Thunderstorm, -2. She has 5 movement points. Let's see. 2, 4, 5. So she has a safety check here. 4, 5, the fields. That's good for one event. She has a relic. Uh-oh, she got a creature. A Tiekoona. A run factor of D8. 2. And hit points 2d8 plus 8. 4 and 8 is 12, and 8 is 20. A lot of hit points. Okay, this feline dragon hybrid attacks smaller prey physically but for food, but prefers a psionic attack for much larger creatures like you. So it's going to be a psionic combat. If it's the initiator, it breathes out a freezing mist. If your skill is less than 6, your ability to concentrate is greatly reduced, and you are -2 to hit and damage throughout the conflict due to the shakes. Okay, and she has a skill of 6, so she's okay. That's not going to affect her. Okay, and her stats is going to be a psionic attack, so she's got 10 psychic. She has a stealth of +25 for a talent. This is a enemy, so she doesn't get any pluses there. +3 for the sword, so she's got +1 to hit. +3 for the sword. Talent. Not for the Tiekoona. She doesn't have a talent advantage on that, but she does have and the sword. Of course, she's not using it psionically, so that doesn't make any difference. And there is no armor rating for psionic. Okay, and D10 +5 is your damage. Okay, so does she have an extra dust too for damage? Oh, that was also for the. So let's actually, this is D10 +3. Okay. And so she's going to try first sight, 16%. I do not believe she has any followers. Nope. And she's going to go ahead and add skill. This will bring her first sight up to 18. Not much, but she's going to give it a shot. 18%. She did not get first sight. The Tiekoona has a 10% chance to surprise. And surprises. Wow. That's a maximum damage. D8 +5. That's 13 hit points damage before she even knew it was there. Wow. Okay, then ISC roll. Tiekoona rolls first. And then the fairy. 13. She has the initiative. She's running. She's out of there. She's not going to mess with this guy at all. Okay, and since she got initiative, she can run with immunity. Oh, don't want to do anything with him, so put him right there. Okay. She should have used this event shift spell. Yeah, I'd forgotten that she had that. She could have just gotten rid of it. But she also didn't expect for it to go that badly so quickly. So, yeah, 13 hit points, bang. It's a real heavy hit there. So we're going to move on to Zybot. Where's that? Oh, there he is. Let's see, that was 1, and that was done. And then, okay, and he's already, yeah, we've already gone through this. So he no longer has the +2 to hit and damage from the Evil King. And he's going to roll a d6 and add 1 for having the map. That would be 6. So he's going to go 1 and try to open this door. 32%. He's not having a very good time unlocking doors, but this time he did. Okay, and this could be inventory. This could be rough because it is the private zoo. And in the private zoo, this stable area is filled with several pens containing some incredibly weird beings, and you just notice that one of the pens is open. You are attacked by a very pissed off beast who jumps out of the shadows, +30% surprise and no first sight roll. Any influence you may have over beasts will not work here. It's much too hungry. You must kill or chase off the beast to see the relic. If you run, it stays here. If you kill or chase it off, the room will remain empty for future visits. Okay, so encountered a beast. A hellhound. That's a class E beast. Oh, that is a big one. Okay. Plus 30% surprise. Okay, let's see. Get his stats up. This is a Hellhound that has a run factor of D8. 6. And hit points 2d8 plus 16. 6, 13, and 16 is 29. That's a big one. Okay, about 3 times the size of a normal wolf, these savage beasts have been specifically bred for war, easily enslaved by orcs and commonly used in their armies. Okay, so Zybot has his work cut out for him. He wants to see that relic. Okay, he's got a power of 9. And then his additions, he's got his bonus, his opponent is minus 10 surprise. That's 0 there, but he gets a plus 30 surprise for jumping out of the shadows. So he's got 30% surprise. Okay, he's plus 3 to hit for racial, right? Plus 20 AR. Okay, his AR is going to be up there really high now. Insect, no. Undead, no. Physical, roll combat twice. Okay, so his armor rating is going to be very good now. He's got 20% naturally, so that's 20 plus 35, that's 55, 65, 70, 70% armor rating. That's what's going to keep him alive. His power is going to be D4, 2d4 plus 3. Okay, so he's ready to go. Does not get first sight. There's a 30% chance that Hellhound will surprise him. He did, just barely. Unfortunately, that's 10 hit points damage. And ISC roll, Hellhound rolls first. And Zybot rolls. Ooh, he did not get initiative. He's not going to attempt to run. He will face the battle, and the Hellhound rolls a combat point of 13. And the Zybot has a combat point of 13. And he outrolled him. Good job. Okay, so he causes 2d4 plus 3 damage. 6 and 3, 9 hit points damage. He doesn't necessarily want to try to kill this wolf. He just wants to get a run away. Okay, so let's see, ISC roll. The Hellhound attacks, so he rolls first. And then Zybot. He got the advantage. He could run with immunity, but that would mean leaving the room. And he wants to see that relic. And he's still got 35 hit points, so he's going to go ahead and attack the Hellhound. The Hellhound, 54% chance it wants to leave at the end of this segment. It does. So Hellhound will be -1 to hit and damage as it's trying to defend itself as it's running away. And so, but at the end of this conflict, he leaves. So Zybot, combat point of 13. Hellhound is 13 -1 for defending is 12. And he did not do so well, so Zybot's going to get another slam in there for 2d4 plus 3 hit points while it's running away. 6 and 3 is 9 hit, another 9 hit points damage. Okay. And it runs. And let's see, this is round 71. And when a creature runs, it runs to a random location, barring certain conditions. But let's see, combat, no, random location, palace location. He ran to F10, which would be right here. Okay, and since he got rid of the creature, he can now look at his relic. It is not what he's looking for. Let's see his crystal skull. Okay, he's probably going to end up having to search the whole damn place. Private Zoo, see his crystal skull. Okay. And that will do it for this session. We will start again on Wednesday night on tutorial video number 9. Goodbye, everyone.